Lions Nation, let's dive into what's coming up in Week 9 as we prepare to take on the Green Bay Packers. You know, these divisional games are always intense, and Green Bay is bringing the heat this Sunday at Lambeau Field. If you believe in our Lions, smash that like button and let us know in the comments what you think the final score will be. The Packers are leaning hard on their run game this week, and tight end Tucker Kraft mentioned that Green Bay is set on strengthening that ground attack against Detroit. They've already racked up an impressive 1,255 rushing yards this season, their best in 8 games since 1971. And they're dangerous on big runs, ranking third in explosive plays across the league. Even their star back, Josh Jacobs, gave our Lions defense high praise, calling us physical and disciplined and ready to bring that playoff-level energy. But here's some respect from the Packers side. Head coach Matt LaFleur has been hyping us up, calling the Lions one of the best teams in the NFL. He knows it'll take a strong week of practice to match us on the field, and he's especially concerned with our standout safeties, Kirby Joseph and Brian Branch. Together, they've picked off a combined 9 passes and are always a step ahead, reading quarterbacks and making big plays. Under LaFleur, Green Bay has kept a top 5 offense in yards and 6th in scoring, so we know they can move the ball. But he also couldn't ignore how explosive our offense has been, and he credited our offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson, for setting our guys up for success. LaFleur warned his players about facing our powerhouse back David Montgomery, who's been known to bulldoze defenders. Montgomery's power and intensity will be something to keep an eye on this Sunday, adding to what should be a classic NFC North showdown at Lambeau. Lions fans, I want to hear from you. How do you see this game going? Let us know in the comments if you think we'll come out on top. There's more than just the game to talk about, too. As the trade deadline approaches, there's buzz about a possible move to boost our pass rush. Our GM Brad Holmes is exploring options to help Aiden Hutchinson keep the pressure up, and the name making rounds is Cleveland Browns edge rusher Zadarius Smith. He's a 3-time Pro Bowler and has recorded 5 sacks so far, proving he's still got it. Word is Cleveland isn't looking for a major haul, so a 4th-round pick might seal the deal. This wouldn't just be a rental. Smith is under contract through 2025, so he could be a long-term boost for our defense. Imagine this, Lions fans. Smith joins our D-line, adding firepower to our pass rush just as we hit the mid-season grind and push for the playoffs. This could be the piece we need to keep our momentum rolling and make a deep playoff run. Let us know, should we go all in on Smith or stay the course with our current squad? Looking ahead to Sunday, the Packers are coming in hot, and they're ready to test our 6-1 record. They've switched things up, bringing in a new defensive coordinator, Jeff Hafley, who's transformed their defense to a fast, aggressive 4-3 scheme. Their one-gapping front and versatile sub-packages are designed to keep offenses on their toes. Plus, safety Xavier McKinney has been a force, leading the league with 6 interceptions. Our offense, however, has the tools to break through. If we can catch them in their cover 1 scheme, we can take advantage with a deep ball, and our receivers, especially Amon-Ra St. Brown, could have a big day attacking those seams. All right, Lions fans, you're all caught up on the potential Zadarius Smith trade and our Week 9 battle with the Packers. Now it's your turn. Should Holmes make a move for Smith, or do we stick with our current defense? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any Lions updates. Let's keep the energy rolling, Lions fans. Week 9 against the Packers is shaping up to be a showdown, and with so much on the line, we need every fan locked in and fired up. Detroit's looking to keep the momentum strong, especially with discussions heating up about a potential trade for Zadarius Smith. His addition could give our defense that extra push, especially alongside Hutchinson, who's already been a game-changer for us. Imagine Smith joining our D-line, an even fiercer pass rush just in time to tackle the rest of the season. On the other side, Green Bay's new defensive scheme under Jeff Hafley will be a challenge, but our offense has shown we're ready for anything. Their 4-man front and aggressive one-gap strategy means they'll bring speed, but that's something our O-line has been more than capable of handling. And with Jared Goff in top form, we'll be making some big plays. Plus, our deep offensive weapons, guys like Amon-Ra St. Brown and David Montgomery, are ready to exploit any openings in their secondary, especially if they try to stick to single high safety coverage. With the Packers' defense favoring a conservative blitz approach but turning up the heat on critical downs, it's going to be all about staying sharp. If we can anticipate those 3rd-down blitzes and get the ball out fast, we could create some serious mismatches downfield. The key here is to keep our offense flexible and unpredictable, just as Coach Dan Campbell has been emphasizing. And let's not forget the potential Smith trade. Lions GM Brad Holmes is playing it smart, but if we can snag Smith without giving up too much, it might be the final piece we need for a serious playoff push. Adding Smith's experience and skill would make this defense even more resilient, and with the season's toughest matchups approaching, we need that depth. So, what do you think, Lions fans? Should we go all in on Smith, or do you believe our current squad has what it takes to go the distance? Let us know in the comments, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any updates. This season is just getting started, and we're not backing down. Let's make some noise for our Lions. As a Lions fan, I have to say that this game against the Packers is all the makings of one of the season's most exciting moments. This rivalry is historic, and with both teams in the hunt, the intensity is going to be sky high. Honestly, I believe our defense is more than ready to take on the challenge, especially if we can bolster the pass rush with a player of Zadarius Smith's caliber. Bringing in someone with his experience and impact would be a fantastic addition, especially with the playoffs in mind. And speaking of our offense, Goff is playing at an incredibly high level, and our offensive line is among the league's best. The connection between him and Amon-Ra St. Brown could be the key to breaking through the Packers' defense, especially if they stick to that zone coverage scheme. Not to mention we have David Montgomery, who brings that physicality that can break down their defensive system. So for me, going after Zadarius Smith now is a strategic move that can make our defense even more competitive, giving the team that essential depth to face any opponent in the playoffs. If Brad Holmes can make this happen without compromising too much of our future, I say it's well worth it. Now it's time to show we mean business. Let's go all out in this battle against Green Bay, and maybe come away with a win to secure our top spot in the division. This is our moment, and I want to see every Lions fan believing in that.